Alright, so we're back with another episode of Farm Sim. So I'm gonna fire up the old IDI because we're gonna haul some cattle first. Because we've got to unload the skid steer anyways, because we need that for the new greenhouse stuff, so figured might as well just use this truck to haul cattle, because if I gotta pull it out and unload the skid steer anyway, there's not really much of a point of, not using that. Actually, why don't I just pull it over by the manure pile so I don't have to drive it as far? Huh. That's a crazy idea. Ah, shit. That's right, I gotta change and put the bucket on it anyways. I'm special. Alright, this But anyways, so yeah, this is gonna be the Odd Jobs episode. So that's what we're gonna end up doing in this video, and so get that parked, and because I don't feel like fucking walking all the way over there. Now, swing this around. Wow. I'm terrible backing up today. Oh my god. Just back where it belongs. Oh shit. Hit the wrong button. So, that's what we're gonna do with that. I gotta go hook up the trailer. switch to slaughter weight. 30 of them, I guess, I get to take, so. It only holds like 40 head in there. Obviously not real, and as far as real life goes, but hey. I think once we get this taken out, and so get this taken out, I think then we're gonna go ahead and get the slurry hauled out. So. I think how many loads of slurry I'm gonna end up taking. So there's at least a couple loads of slurry there. I just went in the game file and added some manure just because I wanted to fill up the spreader, and then of course the greenhouse or whatever. So yep. So we'll have probably 2 loads of slurry to take out, so. And everything else is growing, so. Got all that stuff finished up before I recorded this, so. You can definitely kind of more or less, not really feel, but you can tell that there's more weight back there. It took a little while to get accelerated up to 35 where my preset cruise is at, so. Yeah, getting this loaded up. So last night I went out, and this is Saturday while I'm recording this, so I'm not sure what day it'll be by the time you guys are watching it, but yeah, so last night went out with my wife's boss, and he's a pretty good guy, and he actually he's a paranormal researcher, and I don't know if any of you guys are into that kind of stuff, but I kind of am, just because some things are not explainable. I've experienced some paranormal things before, and he's got a YouTube channel, and he's met a lot of the guys from like Ghost Hunters and different things like that, different shows like that, and so he's got a YouTube channel, and I'll put a link of his channel in the description of this. So yeah, he does that. He's a hell of a good guy, and I guess supposedly he might actually have a couple episodes of a TV show coming out. So yeah, it's something he said he's been doing for a while, and he's seen a lot of neat places while doing it, and it just, oh jeez. But yeah, I've had some paranormal stuff happen. Nothing like Haunting of Connecticut or Haunting of Connecticut 2, Ghosts of Georgia, which I don't know why I just didn't call it Haunting of Georgia, but anyways, I've experienced a few things, but nothing terribly crazy. It's just like the farmhouse I grew up in, the corner of the house where my Grandpa's chair always sat. It's always kind of cold there, you know. I felt my grandpa's, relative's hand on my shoulders, or the smell of my grandpa's truck, which is crazy. Once in a while, I'll be thinking about him when I can smell it. It's just, you know, I do believe some of it. You can't, like, for example, I was in Gettysburg, and I went to Gettysburg when I was a kid, and it was god awful hot August day. I mean, just horrible hot, humid, and all that kind of stuff. And so there was a spot um, where a lot of like soldiers died or whatever. It's a little stretch of woods, and we went through that little section, and it was cold in there. I mean, like legit cold, and I had never experienced anything like that before. And but you just sit there and think about, like Gettysburg, that spot. You can't have that many people, die in a battle or whatever, or just generally just pass away in, one little section of territory, and just, all those people passed away in one spot. I mean, you can't have that many people die and not have anything weird or goofy go on. I mean, that's, that makes sense. The fact that, so many people died, you're bound to have some weird stuff go on. So, I don't know. It's one of those things that's, you can believe it or you can, or not. But I don't know. I believe in it to a certain extent. But, that's, I guess you can call me crazy or a quack for thinking, believing in that kind of stuff. But, hey, it is what it is. So... So I think that's probably what we're going to do now. We're going to go ahead and drop this trailer off. Put the IDI back where it goes. And, well, no, actually I'm going to keep it out because the greenhouse stuff. So... Anyways, I've also been watching this show on Tubi called My Crazy Ex, and oh my god, there's some fucking psycho people on there. I mean, I always, joked around, my ex-girlfriend was crazy or whatever. Not like some of these bitches. Oh my god. This one chick, she's dating this bartender, and so she's dating the bartender or whatever, and she ends up being this psycho crazy bitch, and she follows him home or whatever, and they're dating or whatever, and he goes to break up with her because just things aren't working out the way they're supposed to. And so she slashes this dude's tires, okay, and she stalks him around and everything else. He gets a restraining order on her, and so he gets that on her. And the cops had said, "Oh my god, this chick has done this many times. There's like 4 or 5 restraining orders out on this bitch." And so, they're like, okay, yeah, we're going to go ahead and file this and everything else and all that kind of stuff. So, he the cop goes, we're gonna take care of that and everything else. So they go ahead and they do, and he doesn't hear anything from her for a while, and so he thinks that's the end of it. You know, that's it. You know, this crazy bitch is gone, and holy shit. And anyways, so that's gonna be the end of it, and he gets a call from his dad. You know, a little while later, and he didn't really have the greatest relationship with his dad or whatever, and so he his dad invites him over to for supper or whatever the hell, because he's got something he needs to talk to him about and tell him about. And he shows up, and his crazy ex-girlfriend is now dating his dad. And this bitch did not tell him anything about how she knew his son, or she dated his son, or none of that shit. Like, legit, the dad had no idea. And so he's like, Dad, this is a crazy bitch I used to date. And they end up getting fucking married and shit. This dude's ex-girlfriend and his dad. He's like, so needless to say, I don't hang out with my dad anymore. So I was like, oh my god. Or there's this other chick that was, uh, she had this, uh, dating, she was like a dating coach or some shit. And so, thinks all is good or whatever the hell. And, uh, so one of his friends is like, he's like concerned, it didn't bother him that, she was going to continue to do this. It was, part of the relationship or whatever. It was her job. So he's like, I'm not going to be too concerned about it. And so she ends up going out with this fucking rich dude. And so he's kind of like, oh my God, is she gonna, leave me for this rich dude or whatever? And he's like, but I don't think he's, she's that way. So he gets his friend to go out with her. And so he's like, I got really drunk and I don't know what happened. So he's pissed off, thinking, his friend slept with his girlfriend or whatever the hell. So he's pissed. And so he goes to follow her about it, or talk to her about it. And she's like, well, I was just making sure you got home safe. Nothing happened. He's like, okay, whatever. Well, then she ends up going out with this rich dude again. And he's like, okay, something's going on. And so he busts in the door, expecting her to, be sleeping with this guy. And here the dude is passed out, and she's stealing his credit cards and shit. So the whole time she was like an identity thief. And I was just like, are you fucking kidding me? That's insane. That's fucking insane. So it was an interesting show. And so I was like, it's just kind of funny. Just thinking, this bitch is going out, banging other dudes and everything else, and stuff like that. And here she is fucking stealing other people's identities. I was like, wow, that's nifty. But, and then, there was another episode where this guy was really into this kinky shit in the bedroom and stuff, and into wearing masks and all this kind of stuff. And come find out, it wasn't so much necessarily because it was part of some fetish. He was covering up their face so he could release the porn and nobody could do anything about it. And I'm like, that's fucked up. And then there was another episode where this lady, she thought her boyfriend was cheating on her, and it turns out he's just a fucking cross-dresser and different things like that. I mean, it's kind of some wild shit. But, yeah. what a range of topics to talk about today. You know, paranormal and crazy ex-girlfriends. So, uh, but yeah, that's my new manure taker. Big old quad axle. I mean, the thing hauls takes a lot of shit to fill it up. So. I mean, my fields get fertilized anyways, but, you know, it's just kind of nice to have a place to spread some manure and whatnot. Yeah, as it goes, I don't know if you can see, but as it fills, the gauge on the tanker goes down, so, which I thought was pretty sweet. Oh, yeah, the beacons. I was like, at first, I was like, what the hell is that? It's gonna do at least a couple passes, it looks like. So, I guess if I gotta spread some manure on the fields I just planted, well then, I guess that's what I'm gonna have to do, so. I mean, I guess I've never really known if the manure really does anything, because it seems to, but yeah, the axles turn on this and everything, and they all pivot independently. It's pretty neat. No, back when I was hauling manure for a living, that's what I was using. Holy shit tankers, and I used to use mostly magnums, but you know, use a Steiger once in a while. But yeah, I gotta change that Canadian flag to an American flag because I don't live in Canada. So, but yeah, it's definitely a pretty nice manure tanker packed download. It's pretty badass. And they do get dirty, so that's kind of neat. You can kind of see where it's starting to get a little dirty on top, which I would think where the fill up spot should get dirty first, because you're always, you know, slapping shit all over the place and all that kind of stuff. So and the other thing too is you literally cannot see all the way back there, you know, so, or especially at night, it might get difficult to see. Oh, I got the poo on me. But I know, I'm special. But yeah, it's kind of it can be an interesting job hauling shit. I mean, it was fun. I'm not gonna lie, it was long hours, but it was fun. I enjoyed it, but dang, that just looks nice. fact, I think I'm gonna get a screenshot of that for the video clip. Take a couple of them here, just so I got some that I think I'm gonna like. So, because the thing about YouTube, you know, when I upload these videos, sometimes, you know, you click, it'll be like this video, but when I upload it, it'll be like the screenshot of me getting out of the truck or some shit, or like, you know, the pause menu or some shit. So, you know, it's just kind of nice to be able to use, you know, an actual screenshot for it. And actually, because normally you wouldn't do that, but I'm just gonna let this run out right here. So is that like 4%? So yeah, you'll notice now it is down to nothing. So wow, we're actually running short on time on the video already. I'm gonna have to bust this odd jobs up to 2 videos. Open to 2 videos with it, which I guess I don't have no problem with that. You know, it's shit, it might even, maybe I'll do 3 videos. It just depends on how much, you know, how long it takes to get the rest of this manure and stuff out. But I know it's going to be at least a 2-parter. So, yeah, see, you notice the tanker's getting all dirty and stuff. I noticed the Steiger is getting a little dirty, but it seems like it takes a long time for it to get dirt on it, so... But I have noticed it starting to show up on the tires and whatnot, so I don't know if this is going to be quite a full load, so you hear the cows bellowing and everything. It's kind of a neat thing that my buddy Troy put in this map. It's pretty badass. But my dog, actually, the first time I was playing this game, she she's sleeping right next to me right now, but she, first time I played this game and I go in the barn and the cows are all bellowing and everything else, and she's like sitting there, you know, tilting her head back and forth like, huh? What the fuck is that? So, no, pretty much every time I play it and I go by the barn or whatever, she's like running over by my computer like, what the fuck is that? She's like, there it is again. I'm not going crazy, I swear to God. I hear fucking moo cows. And apparently it's shaking the tractor filling that beast up, so, yeah. It's just a nice looking Steiger. I'm glad I downloaded this. I might actually release it, possibly. It's just a badass tractor. And actually, I think I'm gonna get another screenshot of that because that looks badass. Yeah, there's still probably another half a load left in here. Actually, because yeah, that thing is plumb fucking full. Whoa, and I almost... Oh, I hooked my manure spreader. Oops. Wasn't paying attention. Oh well. I'm gonna be spreading manure with it pretty soon anyway, so... Yeah. It's gonna be about time in this video to spread this out, and that's really about it, and I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to make all that. So, but yeah, this is just a nice looking tractor. I really, really do like it a lot. It's just one of those badass tractors that you can tell a lot of effort was put into it. And, you know, you can see all the details in it and everything else. So I'm really happy with downloading this tractor. But that's we're getting down there in time on the video, just a couple more minutes, so you can kind of tell it's starting to get dirty. It's starting to kind of show up on the tires a little bit and whatnot, but yeah, you can definitely see the tankers getting covered in shit. So yeah, 2 tank loads is gonna, well, probably tank and a half. Does one of these strips, so. That's just a nice looking tractor though. It's just nice. I mean, they look really good in real life, but they look badass on this game. What is that keypad open close? Number 7. Oh my god, the hood opens. I didn't even know that. We're gonna have to check that out in the next video. Yeah, I'll go into more depth in it. But yeah, that's badass. That's just sweet. Come on, get another screen. I just like having options when it comes to my thumbnails and stuff on this. So. Yeah, I never even knew the hood opened. Oh my god. That's freaking badass. Yeah, she's getting down there. Oh, yeah, duh. I guess I can just check by looking there, but at least you get a better, closer look from the inside. But anyways, I think that's gonna about wrap up the video. So I'm just gonna probably finish spreading this out and probably catch you in the next episode. Probably finish off what little bit of slurry I have left, and so I'll probably do that in the next video, and haul solid manure in the next video, and probably do the greenhouse in the next video. We'll see how much time we have, but I'd also like to show, you know, mowing some weeds around the buildings and whatnot. So I mean, we'll see how much time we have in these videos, but if, you know, the next video is just me finishing this and then hauling the other load of manure, you know, then the third part will be the greenhouse and mowing weeds or whatever. I mean, I'll figure it out as I go here. That's just kind of pretty much how I do it anyways, is just wing it by the seat of my pants. So, but yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for this video with this manure tanker. So, alright, I will. I guess I'll hope you guys enjoy the videos. I hope you guys are enjoying them all and everything else. I do like making them, so I guess I will see you guys in the next episode of Farming Simulator. Take it easy.